All right, yo, if you don't know me by now, my name's Arda. I'm 18, and I just got a Performante a week ago. And before any of you guys say I'm 25 or I'm lying about my age, I brought my passport just because I get so many comments. Let me try to not leak anything here, but here it is. I don't know if you could see. I don't know if it's focusing, but 2007, July 29th. And in today's video, oh, it's not focusing. And in today's video, I'm literally just going to be explaining how I got this Performante, any advice to, people trying to make money online, and just kind of what I've been through. All right, so like a little background about me, I'm Turkish, and I started this whole thing when I was 14, sorry. And I was in 8th grade. I got held back in 6th grade. I always hated school. And yeah, I'd kind of get, I'd get made fun of and shit for getting held back, whatever. In 8th grade, my brother was doing Amazon. He was 18 at the time, and I saw him like shipping stuff out of the garage, just, like packaging stuff, and I was like so intrigued. That's when I knew I wanted to start. So I was in 8th grade, and he was packaging just a bunch of stuff in the garage, and I was like, bro, I need to do this because I knew the only way out of school was to start something on my own, and like it was like the perfect opportunity. And like me and my brother are super super close. I asked him what he was doing, whatever. He told me a little bit about the business model, and then that's kind of where it all started. He started mentoring me, and I convinced my parents to let me do online school for the rest of 8th grade, and that's kind of when stuff blew up. Me and my brother merged accounts, so we started doing it together. We split, like we shared bank accounts, everything like that, and we just started going full Amazon, and literally my whole day, my whole life for the past 3 years have just been Amazon until recently. We automated our business, and we just opened up a mentorship for people who are interested. I know a lot of people have like their own opinions about mentorships and courses, stuff like that. But my mentorship, I think it's very different than a lot of other people's. It's a lot more personal, and it's a one-on-one mentorship with, and everything's contracted. I don't really push the mentorship out at all. I only have 3,000 followers on TikTok, and it's just there for anybody who wants it. Yeah, so 14 years old, started that business with my brother, and like we were doing crazy. So first month I made like $5,000 in profit. Second month I, like 7 to 8 grand, and then third month I was doing 10K plus, and now we're at 14 million in revenue over the past 3.5 years, which is just which is insane. But yeah, like that whole 3 year time period, I didn't even have social media. I didn't have anything. Nobody knew what I even looked like. After I left 8th grade, like nobody knew what I looked like, and they did not know what I was doing. They didn't know where I was. I was literally just ghost for 3 years, and literally just working all day. I was like working all day. So yeah, my whole life was kind of just working, and like I don't know, I didn't want it any other way. I always hated school, and like not everybody is meant for school. Of course you could get a degree, you could go be a doctor, like whatever, like the simple 9 yards, but that's just not the route I wanted to take. Ever since I was young, I knew I was going to have money in like some type of way, but I just didn't know how, and that was the perfect opportunity for me. So me and my brother scaled that to 14 million in revenue, and we're still doing it. And like now I do have like a good amount of money. I'm not very rich by all means, but I definitely have enough money to get me going and like live a very nice life. But my next goal is just trying to get big on social media, help other people out, and just trying to have a face on social media. I think it's very cool, and that's like something I've always wanted as well. I've been feeling a little weird recently, which is kind of why I made this video. Like I've got all this stuff at 18, and like I'm making a great amount of money. I'm not gonna lie, and like I just don't. I've never really felt satisfied. Like of course I'm grateful, but I've never really felt satisfied, and I think that's like such a bad thing. There's been months where I've made 200K plus, and I still was just not satisfied. Like I was literally just I was sitting in the Lambo, and just I don't know. I was kind of sad, which is like hard to believe, I guess. But like I think one of the most difficult things is having so much people telling you you're doing well, congratulating you and stuff like that. But you look in the mirror at night, and you just you don't see yourself as doing that much. You don't see yourself as what other people see you as. I don't really know what to I don't really know what to do from here. Like of course just keep making money, but like I just signed a lease on a new apartment, so I'm gonna be moving out of my parents' house, going to Philly. Like I already accomplished like everything I wanted, and like I just kind of have like an empty feeling now. It's just a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain it. I think like the funnest part of this journey was just starting off and, hitting 10K months, 15K months, 20K months. I know it sounds stupid, but like I think like another tough thing is like, accomplishing everything you wanted and still just not being satisfied, still not being happy. Like, of course I'm happy, but like there's a lot of times where I'm literally just like was it worth it, I guess, in a way. I kind of threw away my childhood. Not childhood, I'm still a kid, like I'm still young by all means, but like I've never went to high school, I've never experienced like any of those things that people did experience. And of course, like in the future I'm going to be experiencing stuff that 99% of the people don't. But I don't know, I think it kind of gets lonely at the top. I have my brother, I have my family, that's all I need. But it's a weird feeling for sure. Me and my brother are super close. We share bank accounts, we share businesses, we share cars, we share literally everything down to like we're basically like a married couple. Um, we're super close, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And enough with me. So if you do want to get into this e-com space, or if you do want to start selling online, it's really not that difficult. Ever since COVID, online sales have been crazy, and like it's only going to go up from here. And I think Amazon is one of the best business models because Amazon, everybody knows Amazon, $1.6 billion a day in sales. You take a crumb of that, you're a millionaire. And basically on Amazon, what we do is we just sell name branded products like Lysol, Dove, all that kind of stuff. We just get it for a cheaper price than it's already selling on Amazon, and then list it up on Amazon. It's a very straightforward business model. And there's a lot of free information online. A lot of free information online. A lot of people just don't utilize it. You can definitely start on your own. You do not need a mentor. A mentor definitely helps you. Don't buy a course either. Courses, I think, courses are like a $500 course, $800 course. It's just free information, pre-recorded videos that you can find online. Honestly, best advice to you is just start somewhere, start researching. Even if you're not making money right now, just get some information. Knowledge is super, super important. You've honestly got to be different. I think that I'm very different than a lot of these people. You've got to be different. You can't do what everybody else is doing. Fuck the parties, fuck, hanging out with friends. Even I did not have friends for 3 years. I still don't even have friends. I have one business partner, which is my friend, and then I have my brother. I literally have nobody else except for family. You don't need friends if they're not on the same wavelength as you. Just cut it off. It's going to be a lonely process, but it's definitely worth it in the end. I promise you guys, like if you have a goal in mind, if you have something you want to achieve, and you just like if you think about that all the time and that's all you do, you will achieve it 100%. And of course, like the business model you're starting does not have to be Amazon FBA. There's a bunch of, online businesses out there. Just research online businesses, see which one is best fit for you. And for people that don't have capital. So another thing I want to go over is capital, how much money you have. So to start a business, especially like Amazon FBA, you need money to start. You can't just, you can't make nothing, you can't make something out of nothing. So if you don't have capital, definitely just work a job or like do some reselling on the side to get some capital. I always recommend like 5K to start. Just have 5K cash laying around so you can start this business or start any business. Yeah, I have a lot of people that come up to me with like a few $100s and they're like, yo, what can I do? I'm like, bro, you just don't have enough money right now. Stack your bread and just lock in, bro. Like, honestly, it's possible. Like, I know there's a lot of fake people online. You can't really trust what you see on the internet, but it's definitely real. There's a lot of real people as well. There's a lot of fake people, but it's definitely possible. It's never been so easy to make money online. Like 10 years ago, there was no 18-year-old millionaires. There was no 17-year-old millionaires. The whole way of money has just changed ever since social media and e-commerce in general. Even if you're not making money right now, as long as you're gaining knowledge in something that you can use in the future, then fuck it. And a lot of people ask me like, do you think college is a scam? And I don't think college is a scam. I think that a lot of people, I think that a lot of people love college. They have a great experience. You get the college experience, but if you don't want it, you don't want it. I don't want it. I hate school. I just hate the idea of school. I don't want to go to college. I've had my mom, dad, even after I've made this much money, my mom and dad still they still try to force me to go to college. But it's not about the degree. Sometimes it's just about the experience. I'm probably not going to go just because that's not what I desire. That's not what I want. If you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, of course you're going to need to go to college. That's just not what I wanted. There's different paths for everybody. I don't like when people say, college is a scam. Like, you don't need college. Of course you don't need college, but there will be people that, one, they like it. Two, they can actually, they can have a great career off of it. That's just not what I chose. So like to kind of summarize everything up, it's very simple. Like, of course, it's not as simple as I make it sound, but like what you need to do is very simple. You've got to take out all the distractions. You do not need half of the stuff in your life, more than half of the stuff in your life right now. a lot of things go into being successful. It's not just money. It's not just what you have accomplished, but like who you are as a person. I think that health is very important. Going to the gym every day. Health is very important. Go to the gym. Take care of your body. Health over wealth. Because no matter how much money you have, if you have something that happens to you that is not fixable, then money can't solve that. There's a lot of stuff that play into it. It's definitely not just money. Everything is not about money. Family is more important than money. Health is more important than money. Money is just a benefit. It's just like something on the side that, of course, it makes quality of life better, but it definitely just does not solve happiness. That's kind of what I'm on here saying. But there's ups and downs with everybody. I'm not like a fucking saint. I have bad days. I have a bunch of flaws that I need to work on myself. I'm no different from any of you guys. I literally just put in the work. A lot of fucking bugs. I literally just put in the work. I did everything that I was supposed to, plus more. And this is how I am, where I'm at today. So let me give you guys like a step-by-step guide. So if you are over the age of 18, then you can open up any business under your name. But if you are under the age of 18, have a parent or a brother or sister open up that account under their name. So that's what I did. When I first started, I opened up my Amazon account under my mom since I was 14. So find somebody that's over the age of 18 that you can start with, or if you're 18, start that business under them. So number one, research. A lot of free information online. Just shit myself. A lot of free information online, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, free Discord, stuff like that. Don't jump right into the business model. Outweigh your options. Like, see which one's best fit for you, and then pick one business model. And then stick to that one. I always see people jumping around business models. They try it for a month, they try it for 2 months, and then they just drop it, go on to the next, and then it's just a constant loop. Stick to one business model and just keep working towards that. But yeah, that's basically it for today's video. There's not really much. It was like a short summary of me, I guess. And honestly, like, the best advice I could give you is be a man of your word. Stay healthy and stay consistent. Have a relationship with God. Final piece of advice. What is my final piece of advice? Holy shit, there's so many bugs on my car. Don't believe everything you see on social media. Like, you'll wake up and see like a 15-year-old. You'll see a video about a 15-year-old made $1 million in one day. As long as you are consistently working on something, as long as you're getting 1% better every day, as long as you're working towards something, a goal every single day, then you are set. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I know it's just like a short little summary. I kind of just made this video because I've been feeling a little weird. I've been feeling like empty in a way, I guess. Yeah, I've definitely been. I think that's the perfect word for it. Just kind of empty. Just I don't know. It's weird, but fuck it. I'm gonna get over it. And there's not much to making money, guys. It's very easy if you really put in the work. Like, of course, it's not gonna be easy, but you got to put in the work. Your goals. Look, I got a performance at 18. SVJ soon, hopefully, inshallah. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube, and I'm willing to help you guys out. If you guys have any questions about anything, life, business, anything, I am willing to help you out. We're all the same in different fonts. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna start the Lambo real quick. So, rule number one in everything: just do not give up. If you want to achieve something, you will achieve it with time. Just discipline and time. That's all you need. I'm gonna end the video with a little rev, so I'm gonna rev it real quick. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.